What's up guys, Sal here. So do you remember some years ago when swapping batteries in smartphones was something very simple? All we needed to do was remove the back cover, remove the battery and replace it with a new one. But nowadays it's an extremely rare commodity. It's been years since flagship phones come with easily removable batteries, especially from companies like Samsung and Apple. If you buy a phone today, chances are you can't easily remove the battery yourself. If you really want to try it out, it will require dozens of steps, including the removal of delicate pieces like the screen and the logic board. It's not for the faint of heart. For iPhones, it's been the case since day one. Flagship Android phones, including Samsung's, have followed suit. Because batteries are often the first component to fail, that puts an unnecessary expiration date on these expensive devices. Apples have even admitted to slowing down processors to not kill the batteries on older phones so quickly. That's why the European Union has decided that every smartphone maker, including giants like Samsung and Apple, would have to ensure that every device on the market has a user removable battery. This means these companies will need to redesign their products to make all batteries user removable and replaceable. According to a leaked document obtained by a Dutch financial website, the EU isn't happy with the actual scenario of current batteries. It reads that if the user is able to change the battery hassle-free, he would do so and keep the device for longer instead of discarding it after 2 years of use. The proposal also suggests that manufacturers need to make the parts easily accessible to help third-party service centers. Furthermore, the plan includes recycling and reusing raw materials after discarding an electronic device. Basically, the main objective is to reduce electronic waste, which is great and all, but this would also mean that smartphones will lose some key features such as waterproofing and slim design. On one hand, I would really want this to happen because batteries degrade pretty fast. In a year, a 5000 mAh battery would reduce to something like 4000 and will keep on losing its capacity over time. Considering smartphones now cost $1,400, people are going to hold on to them for longer than before. So the benefit of replacing the battery with a new one after a year or two is going to keep the device in its peak condition. But on the other hand, I don't want to lose features like water resistance, slim design and more. Even though I can live without it, but I still want them to be there on my $1,400 phone. So I kinda have mixed feeling about this. This plan will be presented sometime in the next month. Only time will tell if the replaceable batteries will make a return in smartphones. Samsung is one of the biggest wearable brands in the world. In fact, they are at the number 3 spot according to the latest data from IDC. Samsung sold over 30.9 million units of smart wearables, which includes smartwatches and Bluetooth earphones. Apple is at the number 1 spot with 106.5 million smartwatches and AirPods. Xiaomi was the second biggest wearable brand last year, selling 41.7 million wearables. Since Samsung just removed the headphone jack last year, I'm positive Samsung will take the number 2 spot from Xiaomi in a matter of months. Of course, with that being said, do let me know your thoughts on the removable batteries. Would you be okay with losing some potential features such as waterproofing and slim chassis to get a removable battery? Let me know down in the comments, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.